I'm going to begin this lecture by introducing the concept of the reference frame. Now before you have a completely white screen. Let's pretend this patch of white is the universe in which you live. One of the first things you may notice is that there are no points of reference. There's no way to describe where you are in your universe because it is completely white and completely nondescript. So what you need is a reference point. To create a reference point, I'm going to create a flag in this universe. The flag gives us a reference point and can be used as the basis of what's called your reference frame. Now, regardless of where you are in the universe, you can always describe your position relative to the flagpole at any given time. A friend might text you and say, "Hey, where are you?" And you might respond by saying that you are sitting on a bench 1 meter north of the flagpole. Now, let's swap the flagpole out for another tool which will also give you a way to describe your position. So let's pretend you are standing on a number line at the origin, and let's assume that each tick on the number line represents a distance of 1 meter. In this case, your current position is at the origin. Now, if you walk 5 meters to the right, your position will now be located at the 5 meter mark. You have traveled a distance of 5 meters to arrive at the 5 meter mark. Now, if you walk 2 meters to the left, your position will then be located at the 3 meter mark. The total distance traveled on this trip is 7 meters, 5 plus 2. Your displacement relative to where you started is 3 meters to the right of the origin. There are two important terms that you need to be aware of: distance traveled and displacement. The term distance traveled refers to the actual length of the journey. In the previous example, the man walked 5 meters in one direction and turned around and walked 2 meters in the opposite direction. He traveled a total distance, or a total distance traveled, of 7 meters. The displacement can be determined by asking the question, how far am I relative to where I started and in which direction? In the previous example, the man ended up 3 meters to the right of where he started. Here is an example. If a bear walked 1 mile east, 1 mile north, and then 1 mile west, what distance did he travel and what was his displacement? The distance traveled is the actual distance walked by the bear. The bear walked 3 miles. His displacement is how far he ended up from where he started and in what direction. His displacement then is 1 mile north of where he started.